Week 3, forms of video. Television is an important part of our daily life. As David Frost, a British interviewer, said, television is an invention that permits you to be entertained in your living room by people you wouldn't have in your home. And there are various forms of video in the traditional TV space or linear TV. We have broadcast, cable, local, syndication, as well as streaming. And then with digital video, online video, also including streamed content, live streaming and social video, as well as connected TV. And people not only watch TV, they consume programs as brands. And this is an image from the Smithsonian collection of items related to advertising. And ad-supported television has a strong influence on both commerce and culture. Ad-supported TV has a long history of cultural relevance in American society. And you can actually go on tour where programs are being made. TV shows, in fact, even influence travel plans, as these examples show. And TV has been shown to have a demonstrable impact. This is from 2020, but The Queen's Gambit, when it aired on Netflix, was viewed by 62 million households. Inquiries for chess sets rose by 250% on eBay. Google search queries on how to play chess hit a 9-year all-time high. And the original novel of The Queen's Gambit went back on the bestseller list 37 years after it was published. And the number of new players on chess.com grew fivefold. TV viewing is also a huge part of our daily lives. And American viewing is one of the highest worldwide. For the 119 million US TV households, the average household watches about 60 hours of video a week, and the average person watches nearly 5 hours a day. But TV viewing has changed. We've gone from a world where it was live only on a TV set to recorded and watched later through devices like a TiVo, to today's world where we can watch video anytime, anywhere on multiple devices. And by December 2022, streaming accounted for the largest share of viewing, higher than broadcast or cable. Of course, how people watch TV does vary by age, and it's an inverted picture for the time spent on traditional TV between adults 18 plus and the 18 to 34-year-old segment. And this divergence just keeps growing, as you can see in this chart on the right. The fragmentation of viewing makes it harder to reach many people at the same time. If we look at the highest rated TV program in terms of household ratings for each decade, in the 1950s, if you put an ad in the one episode of I Love Lucy, you would reach close to 70% of all households. Fast forward to this decade, and Sunday Night Football is the highest rated program, and it barely hits a 10% of all households. Television viewing has moved from a passive experience where we all sat around the TV set together in one living room watching one program after the other in a live mode, to a more active experience where each individual chooses what show to watch on which device, whenever and wherever you want, which leads to big changes in how television is planned, bought, and measured. And how people think about viewing has changed significantly. It's no longer that big single set in the living room. Connected TV is what we term a form of over-the-top internet-connected viewing, where the television viewing is happening on a TV that's connected to the internet. Other forms of connected TV include mobile viewing and desktop viewing. But within connected TV, it could be through a smart TV, through attached devices such as a Roku or Apple TV device, or through a game console. And more than 8 in 10 US households have a connected TV, and that proportion continues to rise. Now, as people stream more, they see less need for cable or satellite. So we're seeing an increase on the left. You can see an increase in the people who are cutting their cable or satellite cord, as it were. So today, about 32% of households have done that. And then this continued steady growth in the proportion of households who've never subscribed to cable or satellite, about 17% of all households. And the explosion of streaming services continues. This shows you how Netflix started in 2007, all the way through to January 2021 and beyond, with more services added each year. And over-the-top viewing is now really mainstream. So in 2021, Comscore reported about 70 million homes watched video over the top. And connected TV usage accounted for about 21% of all viewing in those homes. The average home viewed 102 hours of over the top in a month, and it happened across almost 19 days on average, and all of these numbers were increasing. And 5 streaming services do account for about 75% of viewing in these households, with Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, Prime Video, and Disney being those top 5. Original stream content can draw large live audiences, and the definition of what a live audience is shifting as we move to a streamed world with live viewing. So The Last of Us premiere was watched by nearly 5 million viewers on the first day, and over 22 million within 12 days. The finale of Game of Thrones was actually watched by over 19 million, of whom nearly 14 million watched it live. And viewers to streamed content do tend to be lighter viewers of traditional television. So this was for the Netflix show Cobra Kai, and you can see the proportion of the distribution between linear and Cobra Kai viewers, and the Cobra Kai, the Netflix viewers, if you will, were much more likely to be light or non-viewers of linear TV.